Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're taking a look at Sniper Elite 5 running on Xbox Series S. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now normally I will usually record my voice as I'm recording the gameplay, but today I guess I had my microphone turned off while I was doing the gameplay. So now I kind of just am going to have to talk you through this the best way I can. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, so here's some of the things that I found out while I was going through the Sniper Elite 5 gameplay on Xbox Series S. So, it's pretty much identical to the Series X version, like almost to the T. Like the visuals are really clean, everything looks really good. The only difference on this is it is not a locked 60 frames per second on the Xbox Series S. It does fluctuate, but it does. But VRR, I was playing it with VRR after I was done recording the video, and it does straighten everything out 100%. So it's hovering right around 40 to 50 frames a second, just enough to give you like a slight stutter if you don't have VRR support when you're panning the camera. Gameplay feels smooth, aiming feels smooth, everything feels pretty dang good. So for the most part, it is good. It is good even without all the video that I recorded here. All of the video here is actually without VRR support. So like you'll kind of see when I like to pan the camera and stuff, you'll kind of notice, like the little how it gets a little bit stuttery or whatever as you're panning the camera. When you're in movement, when you're playing around, it's pretty freaking good. So not much there. It definitely could use some more optimization, but you can tell they 100% went for like visuals as close as they could get them to the Series X. Now I might actually when I put this up, I might actually run this side by side with Xbox Series X footage, just so that you can kind of see. Like I'll have the Xbox Series X on the right side, I'll have this on the left side, and I'll be running them, kind of. Kind of side by side. I think that's probably the best way to kind of give you the representation so that you can kind of see. Now they won't be both of these videos that you're watching right now are not going to be in sync by any means, because I'm recording from the beginning of the game where I was live streaming most of that on the Series X earlier. I've been playing these Sniper Elite games now since the third game. I bought that the day it came out back on the PlayStation 4 or whatever. These games are really fun. I mean, they're really fun to play. I like getting in there. I like the stealth aspect of it. This one here so far feels the best. Like it looks beautiful. It has everything that I've always wanted in it. Animations look better now. They don't look so stiff. The character models are looking pretty good in this. The texture detail is freaking awesome. I mean, it was pretty good in 4. Don't get me wrong. Like 4 was definitely looking pretty good, but this is definitely a lot better looking. So I mean, I played about, gosh, I don't know. I played a little bit after I live streamed. I was making a video for the Xbox. For the most part, like on medium, the AI is kind of dumb. So I kicked it up a notch, and they started getting a lot more difficult. And the video that you'll be watching side by side with this will be the second video that I recorded for it, so that you'll kind of get to see what I'm talking about. Like I just decided, to try to take them on head on, and yeah, man, like I decided I'm gonna go loud and see what I can do, and then Yeah, man, it just keeps leading me back to the same thing. Did not finish, so I'm like, this is pretty good, man. I'm liking this game. It's definitely probably going to have a little bit of challenge to it. Um, I started, playing like this video back, so that I could kind of, keep my mind focused. Uh, it's pretty good. There's a lot of things. So they've added some new stuff to this game. Now you can actually have somebody invade your game, which is pretty freaking cool. Like that right there is going to add so much replay value to this game. Just being able to have somebody invade your game as another sniper and like try to hunt you down, that seems really cool. Like if they would have done that in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, that would have completely changed that whole experience. It would have made it so better. If you could have had people invade your game as wolves and try to come after you, that would have made that game freaking phenomenal. So the fact that you can do that in this game is very, very, very good. What else? What else? Yeah, you can play co-op now, so you can have another friend going through the game with you in co-op. I don't remember if that was in Sniper Elite 4 because I never played that game. I never played the multiplayer in Sniper Elite 4. I did in 3, but I never really got into the multiplayer aspect of this game. Mainly because it didn't seem appealing to me to play a third person shooter in a multiplayer, but now it does feel a lot better to the point where it's like, yeah, maybe playing this in, maybe playing, well, like when I was playing, the multiplayer and stuff, it is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. You get to a point where, well, for me, anyways, like I get to a point in some of these games that, like with multiplayer, I can't focus on them enough because I want to play other stuff. I can't focus on the multiplayer enough to like actually ever get into anything a lot in long term multiplayer experience. So when it comes to like third person shooters and multiplayer, man, I don't know. I don't know. Like it was pretty dang good, getting out there and like doing it. I mean, it is fun and it is engaging, but it's just something that I never personally got into. So I never really bought these games for that experience. I usually buy these for the single player experience, and I'm usually fine with that. I usually have a really good time with that. I usually play these. I'll get through the story campaign, and then I'll come back to them every once in a while, and I'll like replay the missions and stuff. So I do get a pretty decent amount of play out of these games without having to really, without really having to get into the multiplayer aspect of it. So that's pretty cool. But this one here having co-op, that might change things a little bit because that would be kind of fun if you and somebody else could get in there and then have somebody coming after you, like invading your game and stuff. That would be pretty cool. In terms of difficulty, like you can, if medium, like I had sniped a dude and like there was another dude like 5 feet away from him and he didn't even hear it. So the medium might be a bit too easy, whereas one notch up to hard was a lot more challenging with all the guys running at me and stuff. Like it got more challenging a lot quicker. So I was like, wow, man, this difficulty might be a little bit broken on this game. So as you can tell, I mean, this game here kind of reminds me, kind of plays a little bit like Hitman. So does the older games in this. This one here feels a lot more polished, a lot more just the way this game looks, the way it feels. It's pretty nice. Now, if you've played like the Zombie Army games, those are basically the same thing, made from the same company or whatever. But this one here is just a really nice looking game, a really fun looking experience. I'm happy that they unlocked the frame rate and didn't have it locked at 30 frames per second, because if you are somebody that has access to a VRR screen, that is going to make a world of difference. And it honestly, it kind of irks me because we've had access to VRR support since Xbox One S, and nobody ever said anything about it. Nobody even cared. Nobody ever brought it up. Nobody made a big deal about it. But it's like the way that VRR can alter the experience and make it better, like, why wouldn't somebody say anything about that? And the only thing I can think of it is because it's not on PlayStation. So that's the only thing, because now you hear them talking about it and how, oh yeah, that's probably great and stuff like that. And now it's like this. I can already tell you right now, just from playing this and a few of the other games that I've been playing this last week, you know, like Vampire Masquerade and everything that I've been playing lately has basically been having a shaky frame rate. They are shooting for higher resolutions on a lot of these games and higher graphical details, and then they're just leaving the frame rates unlocked. So I do kind of feel like I do kind of feel like you're going to want a VRR capable screen. And like I said, you know, I've been linking in the description the monitors that I use, and it's just perfect. It completely changes the experience and makes it like really good. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, like for Series S, I 100% recommend a monitor. It's been a really nice experience. I get my graphics, everything just looks good. It plays good. It feels better. You turn on VRR and kick it into 120 hertz mode, and you just sit back and enjoy your games. This is one of those games that definitely is definitely probably going to need it when you get into some hairy situations. There's a few parts in here. I don't know if you've seen them, like while I've been talking, jabbering. It is giving you a little bit of screen stutter. And you know what though? While I was recording this video for you, it really wasn't bugging me to the point where like I couldn't play the game or it was distracting or anything. So I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a problem for you and how you've been playing games. But I mean, like honestly, we've been coming from 30 frames per second games for a long time. So just the ability to have a little bit higher frame rate and then being able to use VRR support, that is really awesome. That's really freaking pretty awesome. Is there anything else that I want to say about this one? Like I am kind of biased because I like these games. I really like these Sniper Elite games. And I'm glad that this one here has finally got the polish to make it look and feel more like a triple A experience, to where it's, you know, it looks really good. The vegetation in this game looks really good this time. The rock detail, everything. I mean, like 4 looked good, but this looks better. I will be doing some video on 4 and like doing like a side by side to show people like just how far they've come, because this makes me happy. This is one of those games that you start buying as a double A, and then they start making money and more people are buying them and it's getting good word of mouth and more people are playing it, and then they're like, hey man, we got enough money now, we can invest in things like HDR, or we can invest in things like ray tracing, or we can invest in new technologies to get better looking materials and, you know, better AI and stuff like that. And this is one of those companies that has done that has made this experience better and taken it to a new level, which is really cool. And I've seen these guys evolve from 3 to 4 to 5. They've gotten better every time. And then in between this, before that was Zombie Army 4. Yeah, like every one of these are getting better. They're getting a lot nicer looking. So I do my hats off to Rebellion. These guys are awesome. I love playing these games. I definitely think it's worth your money, and man, this game is free on Game Pass. This is a banger for Game Pass, and I'm excited that a lot more people are finally going to get to play this game and experience it the way I have. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.